let's be real, 2025 for filmmaking kind of isn't what it used to be. You got the equipment, which is more affordable and can give you that higher quality, but when you make your film, is it actually even being seen? Whether you're a newcomer or someone who's been at this for a while, I want to give you, yes you, some brutal truths about the filmmaking landscape in 2025 and beyond. Is everyone a filmmaker now? That's a good question. Yeah, you got access to better equipment at a cheaper cost, so the process has become more democratic, which is a good thing. You have a plethora of tutorials online that can really up your skill, but in all of that, visibility is a problem. And I think one of the brutal truths is, while you can be good at your craft, you also have to be visible. Being good is just one part of the puzzle. You have to be discoverable, right? Because being good, as they say, be good enough that they can't deny you. But the truth is, without an audience or without eyes, then you are a bear in the woods, if you know the analogy. It's true. You could produce the greatest thing, but no one wants to see it or no one comes to see it. I mean, can you not think of a few big films that have actually been that way? Don't just think about being good. Think about cultivating an audience. Think about the fact that you need a certain amount of following. And, you know, that's just the truth in 2025 and beyond. That's what you're going to need. Money. Money, money, money. Money, 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 money. You think with the cheaper cost of equipment, you think that, you know, the money should be profitable. But the truth is, a lot of times these things, you have to think about hidden costs, insurance, and marketing. Marketing is a big one, right? If you're not thinking about how you market your product or your film, or you're waiting to the last minute to actually think about that, then you've kind of tripped yourself up. You've not given yourself the best possible chance to actually succeed. So costs of insurance, costs of, to make the film. I mean, we know production budgets and stuff like that, but you also have the after plan, and that is a part of the cost. If anything, these really original films have shown you is that it's not always profitable, and you have to consider that. So going back to the brutal truth number one, an audience or a fan base or a support base is something that you have to really consider building. Smaller projects finished and completed with a good handle on the budget are much better than larger projects half finished. Truth is, making a film is getting easier to do than actually having it seen. And the streamers are largely responsible. As you know, they've come along and disrupted a lot. I mean, everyone in the industry knows this. It's a brutal thing. In some sense, it's a good thing because you have more avenues in which to make films for or make shows for. But in another sense, you have things like algorithms turning down your masterpiece and they don't care. They just want the figures and numbers. So you've got to think about distribution. You've got to think about where are the avenues in which you can distribute. And furthermore, back to the brutal truth number one is that if you have an inbuilt kind of like support base, fan base, then you want to think about where to distribute, where they can see it. Now, of course, I know filmmakers who are wanting it to go onto Netflix, but that's not always viable and not always possible. You can't just look to the biggest possible distribution angle. Not that you can't want it, but you've got to think about where else it could go that could possibly be profitable or can have more eyes see it. And brutal truth number four, technology and what it would do for us. Now we know for a fact that AI is here and it's here to stay, and it's coming for us all. But you also have the advent of cameras and their K obsession. Right now it's 12K, it's 17K, it's this K, all of that is great. And AI is something to partially worry about. People worry about that it will replace them. But the human voice and the idiosyncratic way that we share our stories is still going to be valued and still matters. And there's not going to be a chance right now, at least, that a machine can really mirror that. Hold storytelling in high regard. Now, if you're not a narrative person and you just want to make mood pieces, great, go ahead, make your mood pieces. But if you're into narrative work, then you have to hold storytelling above all else. And the way in which you storytell. Don't be afraid of AI or don't be afraid of all those other things. Dig deeper into being a greater storyteller. Brutal truth number 5. Burnout filmmakers don't make good films. I think this is a hard one because part of me has grappled with this. And I'm sure some of you can relate. But filmmaking is an all-consuming, all-taking juggernaut of a thing. You will give yourself to it in such complete way. And in a lot of respects, you have to give yourself into it. How do we kind of manage this? Well, we manage it with being able to step away, take breaks, have leisure, because some of our greater ideas will come from those moments of relaxation or those moments of having fun or chilling with friends or, having a family walk, or in my case, walking your dog or, walking your little ones. These things, this leisure will definitely help you to relax and unwind and bring something more to your filmmaking. Your life should inform a lot of what your filmmaking looks like as well. Brutal truth number 6, your creative integrity versus the market. You may get to a point where what you've been doing has been great, but someone says to you, hey, I can give you more money if you just change a few things and start doing it this way. Or the allure of more money may take you that way. You end up chasing trends and you don't think outside of the box. And it's happened to a few filmmakers. One of the ones I really admire would be Steven Soderbergh. I'm sure I've butchered his name, but you know who I'm talking about. He is just a great example of someone who has a way of going in between commercial projects and independent projects and literally not caring about, whether he's shooting on film, not being attached to that whole idea. He can shoot on films, iPhones, it doesn't matter. He just wants to make his story. And he does it himself, he does a lot of the craft work himself. He edits, he can do the cinematography. So he just is fully consumed by it, but he doesn't allow studios to tell him that he can't make a film because whatever cost, right? His creative vision is his creative vision, and he will shoot it on whatever is available for him to shoot, or whatever makes sense. Definitely someone who is, worthwhile to look at. Find the overlap between the things you love, the films you love, and find the overlap between those and elements that sell. And you will have a better way of making or showing your film. Now, we've looked at all of the harsh truths, especially about filmmaking in today. While gear matters, it doesn't matter as much as you think. Everything kind of has similar quality. Audiences are not going to be super concerned with 17 stops of dynamic range or 28K. They're not. They're going to be concerned with how you tell your story. And story is super important, but not as important as building an audience or a set of people that like your stuff. Smaller projects teach you how to be more efficient with budget, more efficient with production. So get those finished, do them. Filmmaking is all consuming. So recognize that leisure and time away also helps you be a better filmmaker, a better storyteller. Keep going, because I am. You better keep going, because persistence is going to trump everything we've talked about, right? And I know there's going to be a point where you say, oh, you want to pack it in? Okay, fine. But the person who keeps going, keeps getting better, will probably find some level of success. And will that be the Hollywood version? Maybe not, but you don't know what it could be. You don't know how that can look. So just keep going. If you comment, like, subscribe, I'll be most appreciated. So until the next one, I'll catch you soon, and peace out for now.